Good evening, folks. It's Freddy Vazquez. This is Basement Politics Unfiltered, and I'm back with some news and rumor reports. Let's talk about politics, our Yonkers public schools, and politics. Yeah, I know.
Freddy wins.
You're watching Basement Politics with my dad, Freddy Vazquez.
Freddy Vazquez, this is Basement Politics Unfiltered. Tonight, I want to talk about a few things. Mayor Mike Spano in the city of Yonkers and Yonkers police cracking down on mopeds and those bad drivers that pass right on by the flashing red lights of school buses. That's dangerous. I also want to talk about the event that happened the other day at Tibbetts Brook Park. The mayor speaking to his primary campaign supporters with Jose Alvarado. Who attended? Who are the primary supporters? Why are they the primary supporters? And so much more. Good evening, folks. I'm Freddy Vazquez. This is Basement Politics Unfiltered. Excuse me for if some things are not correct here, but I had to deal with some stuff here in the studio, and I couldn't come on for a couple of days. But anyway, folks, I want to talk about a few things here. The mayor, specifically, he had a BBQ or barbecue at Tibbetts Brook Park that was attended by the who's who of the administration's top supporters. Also, I want to talk about mopeds and buses and school buses, right? And drivers passing school buses while the flashing red lights are on and the stop sign is popped out, right? And now you're going to get a big ticket for that if you pass by, and they have cameras. So we'll talk about that. But first, I'm not trying to be like, this right here is a school bus. And look, I could be wrong. But I saw this at a food distribution location, and I noticed that the school bus driver was loading up the school bus with boxes from the food distribution. Now, to be fair, I want to say that maybe the school bus driver was going to deliver the food, the free food. It's quite possible. Maybe on their route, they stop at certain places and they give the food away. I don't know. But this school bus driver and maybe the maitre d', I don't know, were loading up some boxes from the food distribution. Look, and my only issue is this, right? Is it for people who need it? Is it for those who are having food insecurities, or is it for people who are looking to just save money? They don't want to have to pay at the grocery store. Why do they have to? When they can get a whole sack of potatoes, they can get meats, they can get powdered drinks, all for free. Who cares if the nutritional value has since decreased? It's food, and we get it free. So is it really servicing those that need it most? And I've reached out to Feeding Westchester, not to complain about anybody. That wasn't me. I reached out in order to see if we can get some food. We were giving out food to the homeless. They are definitely food insecure, are they not? They are house insecure, clothing insecure, food insecure, love insecure many times. They don't have anything. And we were told they were not doing any more partnerships. Well, we weren't looking for a partnership. We were looking for some free food to distribute to the homeless because my pockets were getting tired. And we never were able to make that happen. But I want to thank people like John Cater. He donated ham and turkey, bread, and other things. He helped out. I want to thank Gianna's Family Deli. They provided a lot of bag lunches. Awesome. Thank you, guys. And so make sure you support those businesses. John Cater has Top Class Limo, and you have Gianna's Family Deli on Midland Avenue. They also have great steak there if you're doing a barbecue, especially aged steak. It's the best. So check them out. Please support them. But I caught this bus. I just wanted to put it out there. Listen, I mean, if you needed maitre d' and school bus driver, go right ahead. But I'm just saying, is that okay? And I circled one of the boxes. The person's foot there, you can see, was loading up another box. So it's a couple boxes at least. And I caught him. And I'm just saying, when I wanted it for my homeless program, you guys denied me. And look who's taking the food. Folks, check this guy. Now, I'm showing this primarily because of David McKay Wilson. David McKay Wilson works for LoHUD. He's the investigative journalist that has been reporting on the mayor's nepotism, Corazon's tickets that were unpaid, and other things. And some people had hopes in his reporting. But was he just giving people a little bit of nothing? I mean, I said this from day one. David McKay, the LoHUD journalist, was giving people what they already knew, what people already talked about. It was nothing shocking. And it did nothing but keep his job, I guess, and he gets to live another day as a journalist. Well, this picture he's taken here is with his bow tie buddy by the name of Paul Adler. This is at the Westchester County Association dinner. Were you invited? Neither was I. It's okay. Paul Adler, if you don't know, is a felon. He's involved in real estate. He's a real estate developer from Rockland County. He's involved here in Yonkers. He is the owner or the principal over at Rand Realty, doing a lot of business here in the city of Yonkers, a lot of development and, real estate deals and transactions. A man that some would say is corrupt, should not be around elected officials, should not be engaging in business in our city. But why is he with his bow tie buddy, David McKay, the investigative journalist, the guy that's supposed to write about this stuff? Oh, I know why. Do you? Just wanted to put it out there. David McKay, shame on you. Now, as far as I'm concerned, and I get it, I'm just Freddy Vazquez, a nobody. You're tainted. But I kind of knew that. Just the way I think. I knew that based on his reporting. This guy doesn't want to really uncover anything. Just wants to keep his job. Don't they all? Moving on. Folks, rumor has it, the guy that you see there in the pink shirt, is that pink? Lavender? Handsome guy, just like his dad. That's Mike Spano Jr., that's the mayor's son. The guy's a Harvard grad, great-looking guy, all-American, complete opposite of Yonkers. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I'm hearing that he may be, and this is just rumors, he may be taking over for Nader Sayegh. People have been seeing him come around. This is at the Christopher Columbus parade or ceremony over at City Hall, the raising of the Italian flag, maybe. I don't know exactly, but he was there. He's been at other events. And many are saying he is next in line. He is the heir to the throne of Zamunda. I'm just kidding. Do you know where that's at? Where's that from? No. Sources are saying that he is the heir to the throne of the city of Yonkers, the next mayor. But in the meantime, he may take over Nader Sayegh's seat. And where will Nader Sayegh go? Superintendent, of course, been saying that for a very long time. And it's finally going to happen. But is the mayor's son, Mike Spano Jr., going to take over for Nader Sayegh up in Albany at the assembly, just like his dad did many, many years ago? Well, according to 3 Spanos, three. No, that's not the case. Mayor's son does not have any intentions of going into politics. Why would he? He has hopes of becoming a doctor. He has gone to Harvard, Ivy League schools. Here he's very intelligent, very good-looking guy, has it all, everything going for him. So will he waste all that greatness to go into politics, or will he become greatness and do it away from politics. I'm just saying, a guy like him with his background, his credentials, he's got everything going for him. He shouldn't get into politics. I don't know if it's true. According to Spano family members, it's not true. But if it's possibly true, don't do it. Stay away, man. Politics is bad news. You have so much going for you, guy. Become that doctor. And then maybe you could be a TV doctor and make lots of money, like Dr. Phil. You ever see that guy's house? He's rich. He's loaded. Well, I don't know, folks. I'm hearing that Mayor Mike Spano Jr.'s son may be taking over for Nader Sayegh, but I also heard Frankie Jerris, the son of Sayegh Jerris. I'm going to say it that way, as nice as possible. The son of Sayegh Jerris. You all know who Sayegh Jerris is. If you've been watching my show, you should know. Or if you've been following politics, you should know. Will it be Sayegh Jerris or Mike Spano Jr. to take over when Nader Sayegh becomes the next superintendent? Parents, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, Nader Sayegh, the assemblyman, has been wanting to become the superintendent of the Yonkers Public Schools for a very long time. And I've been talking about this. I've been saying it. And in fact, recently I found out that he was supposed to take over in January when they were going to fire Dr. Quesada because they had come to learn that he was looking for a new job. So they said, hey, Nader, we're going to give you this opportunity because we owe you. Thank you, right, for being understanding to the fact that you will not become the next mayor of the city of Yonkers. We know you had high hopes. So did your community, at least half. Well, we're sorry. But don't play no games. We'll run Mike Breen against you and someone else, make you work and spend some money. Or we could be friends and you could be the next superintendent like you wanted to be. I'm sorry that we kind of threw your name in there. We just had to fool the people. We couldn't let them know exactly what we were doing. So we had to lead people on and think that you may be the next mayor, along with John Rubo. But that didn't work out, right? So that's what's going to happen. Nader Sayegh is going to take over for Dr. Rodriguez, who I'm sure does not want the job. And Nader Sayegh will be the new superintendent. Now, what do you think about that? What do you think about that? In fact, the schools are already starting to change a bit, I'm noticing, for the positive, which is a good thing. I'm starting to see them highlight more of sports, soccer. The girls' soccer bracket is up there. They're really trying to be more about our schools, and that's because we, Basement Politics and the viewers and others, have been very vocal about our schools and the lack of sports, arts, music, you know, those things that were all cut many years ago and never brought back. I think they're looking to actually highlight the schools and do more. But is it just because it's an election year? Let's hope that this continues and it's progress and we see more progress within our schools, because we greatly need improvement within the schools, especially when it comes to the special ed department. Folks, there are many kids, parents who have not gotten their IEP services as of late. That's very important to the Yonkers Public School District. This is not to attack you, but this is to say that kids are suffering. Kids are falling behind. I know. I deal with some of your students, and I also have to help them with their spelling tests, their math. And I'm seeing and learning exactly what's going on just through my dealings with the students. Some students who belong in special ed are not. Some kids who have IEPs are not receiving the services they need, and that's resulting in them falling behind. And while they may be in a certain grade, it's hard to understand how they made it that far. So while our graduation rate is 90%, commendable, but are they learning and retaining the information? Can they apply it? And that's what I'm seeing. Certain kids are not able to do so. They're not at the level that they are supposed to be at. They may be in second grade or they may be in third grade, but they're not up to that level. Why is that? They're not receiving any additional support. Why is that? And so it's frustrating because a lot of kids may need extra support. They may need to be in special classes. They may need to have an IEP if they don't, but they haven't been evaluated yet. And those who do have an IEP, their services are not being provided. An IEP is a legal contract, and what it states on there must be provided to students, even if it means that they have to find an out-of-district school in order to provide what it is that they need. And if they don't receive that, what happens is you get students who fall behind. Students who are in special education or have an IEP, it's important to get early intervention. And even with students who may not have an IEP and may not be in special education, but may be a little bit delayed in learning things such as speech or writing, need early intervention so that they can catch up. And then they can go on like everyone else in the appropriate grade, understanding the appropriate curriculum for that grade. But it's not happening. And so I'm putting it out there because if I talk about it here in Basement Politics, I like to believe that they listen, that they then go and try to correct this as best as possible. And that's because of everyone who watches and everyone who talks about Basement Politics. And I would imagine it's a lot of people at this point because I get recognized all the time. I mean, it's truly good and it's bad at the same time. I just learned recently that some people connected to political individuals, elected officials, wanted gang members to hurt me. That's right. According to my sources, I was dry snitching. But dry snitching on who? The elected officials? The politicians that are screwing you guys over? That are not doing much for you all folks? Don't you want to know about it? So it's not, a job I do that, it's not for the faint of heart. I mean, you got to be bold. You got to be, unafraid. And this is true story. And so when I press my individuals to find out more information as to why individuals said that there was going to be money put on my head, they said it had to do with politics because I don't talk about the streets. I don't care what people are doing in the streets. That's your business. It doesn't affect me, but the elected officials do, and they affect you. So you should be supporting Freddy Vazquez, but I get it. We need money these days, so we're willing to do anything for money, right? Like hurt people and go to jail. But certain people are not that simple. See? Yeah, it's that guy in that car at Whitney Young all the time. So maybe I'll find out who it was.
A lot of cannibalism, a lot of pedophiles.
Folks, he was at Tibbetts Brook Park the other day. He was speaking to his supporters, his campaign supporters. You know, my issue, Mayor, and look, I talk to City Hall. I talk to people in City Hall. I have relationships. I'm just able to do that, right? I can piss people off, but I have this ability to then make them like me again for whatever reason, right? Because I'm really not a bad guy, because I'm really not here to have problems with people. I just don't want nobody having problems with me. All right, that's all. And I handle problems. That's what I do. Right. So I feel like we're becoming family now. Right. We're becoming family. I mean, today was very, bonding. It was a bonding experience. So Mayor Mike Spano here, I have no issues with you specifically, but you know what I have an issue with, Mayor? That the fact that you keep talking to this convicted pedophile, Mayor. I'm sorry, I just can't, Mayor. I can't, it's hard for me to see it, because I know I have family members that were victims of, sexual predators, like that guy that's talking to you right there. And it's not okay with me. And, I can only imagine if, God forbid, one of my kids were one of those predators, I would go to jail for murder, Mayor. And so in order for people like me not to get upset and the victims that are still living here in the city of Yonkers not to be re-traumatized and upset when they have to hear his voice, because it's a distinct voice, and they have to see his face next to our leaders, can we please tell this guy, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, with your conviction and your record and police report with child sex pornography on your phone, we can't have you around. It's just the way it is. It's not a good look. Doesn't send the right message to the victims of sex crimes. It just doesn't. So, Mayor, please. The guy is a convicted pedophile. And he's a nasty human being. I have plenty of messages from people who have screenshotted what he has said to them. And so that's my issue with this. Mayor Mike Spano, he's a convicted pedophile. And the guy tried to hurt my business, a local business. And I'm not going to let that go. I'm just not until it's resolved, which is get the guy up out of here.
Bunch of volunteers here waiting for you. I think today is the day that we tell them thank you for all the hard work.
You know what? It's been a long campaign. It started way back in February when we went for the nomination, and of course, we went to February, then we went to petition process, then we went into the primary, and we won. Thank God we won the primary with all their support, and that took us right into the summer. And now we're starting all over again for the November election.
Now, Mayor, there is a whole bunch of people out there that even though they're not here today, that they support you 100%. What do you have to tell them?
I just want to say thank you. I'm humbled by the support that I get from the people of Yonkers, and it's something that I don't take for granted. And I know that I have to work hard right up until November to prove myself, and I'm going to continue to do that. And the fact that they come out there and support me every single day to see that I'm able to win this election, hopefully in November, will be because of their hard work and their dedication. And I'm going to do everything I can to make sure I match that hard work and dedication, because that's what people expect.
Now, Mayor, you know that I always ask you for an exclusive because I love exclusives.
Okay.
So if you are reelected, what is...
I'm not running for a fifth term.
You sure?
I'm not.
But what's in your plate? What is the things that you haven't accomplished that you're looking to accomplish? What is the most...
It's what's really sad is that COVID kind of put a little bit of a damper on this term. There were 2 years of pretty much everything stopped, and we had to deal with COVID. But there were so many things that are in the hopper. Like, for instance, we have 3 studios that are up and running. Assuming the strike is over soon, they'll continue to run and operate. We have 3 new studios on Woburn that are just about complete. We have another couple of studios that are going to be built, especially the one up on Executive Boulevard. And of course, then we'll deal with making sure that Lincoln Watts is up in operation with the new high school. These are the things I want to see get done. The new high school. I want to see that the waterfront park at the foot of Ludlow Street is done, and that the people can enjoy that. I want to see full gaming finally in place at Yonkers Raceway, because it's a very, very complicated process in the sense that we not only have to make sure that we get a gaming license, but then once we get the gaming license and we negotiate that with Albany, we have to also negotiate something with MGM and a community benefits agreement. So we want to make sure that when MGM is here, that they're doing what they can and they're giving us everything they can give us to help promote our kids and reduce our tax levy as much as they possibly can, because when they give us more money, that obviously is less money that we have to go to the taxpayer for. So we have a lot of work to do, and I just can't wait to continue to keep my hands in there and try to get it done.
And for sure, I will not be having an interview and ask about the fifth term.
No,
we're done.
I love the fact that I'm mayor. I think that well, I don't want to get into the conversation of, well, you said that last time. So I'm just going to say I've got myself out there to the voters, and hopefully they'll support my candidacy, and then I'll be able to finish the work I've started.
Thank you, sir, and congratulations, and wish you the best.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And there you have it, folks. What do you think? The mayor seemed confident, right? But so is Anthony Moranti. Anthony Moranti says he's going to win. He's going to win when he wins. The mayor's thanking his supporters, campaign supporters, for supporting him. He says he's going to give, he's going to match his effort or their efforts, and he's going to give 100, I guess the 10% is what he meant by that. He's got a lot of work to do still to get through November and win this election. He was asked, what is it that he still has to accomplish? And some of the things he said was the Ludlow waterfront park over there. He wants to get that done, and that whole area done and developed over there. He also mentioned MGM Grand or MGM Casino and the full gaming license that they are trying to get. They probably will get that. I mean, look, the mayor has a great relationship with Kathy Hochul, right? That's no secret, right? He and Kathy, they're cool. Kathy Hochul has a good relationship with him. She is going to be the one that appoints whoever Nader Sayegh, is going to replace Nader Sayegh too. Just thinking about that. But, and so, they're going to make sure they get the MGM Grand casino gets the full gaming license. Yonkers is, that's the reward Yonkers is going to get. And so my only thing is, what impact is that going to have on the city? I mean, folks, if you like Yonkers because it was a, suburb of New York City, wasn't crowded, it had some improvements that needed, but, for the most part, it was a good place to raise your kids, especially, in certain areas of Yonkers, more so than others, right? It's going to change. It's going to change, okay? Let me tell you, folks, you are no longer going to live in a suburb of New York City. You're going to actually be living in New York City, and I'll get to that in a minute, right? So he talks about that, if they get the full gaming MGM Casino, then that's more money for the kids. I'd imagine more money for schools. That's going to lower our taxes. But that all depends, right? It all depends on who's negotiating, what they negotiate out that deal. The last negotiation sucked. Whoever negotiated the last deal with Empire City Casino sucked. Either they just don't know how to negotiate, or they were giving them everything, right? And a case could be made because Empire City Casino did hire, Empire Strategic Planning, right? So, Nick Spano was their lobbyist, but, MGM Grand, I believe does not. I believe that is not hired Empire Strategic Planning, but is someone still going to get in there and really negotiate and fight for the city of Yonkers that we get a fair share? Because we're not just going to be the host city. We're going to deal with everything that comes there, the good and the bad. And a lot of it is mostly bad because you're going to have a bunch of people up all types of times of the night, crowded over there in that area, Southeast Yonkers, right? That's the suburb, quiet side over there. You're going to have a hotel over there now. You're going to get all kinds of riffraffs in. I mean, some people that gamble just enjoy, want to go have a good time and have fun with their friends. But we know that there's a bunch of people that just have gambling addictions. Some of these folks could be labeled degenerates. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to judge. I'm just saying degenerates. And do we want a bunch of degenerates coming into Yonkers, right? I'm just saying, right? Is it going to be worth all the traffic, all the people, the crime? It's going to be crime. It's going to increase crime. People are going to be getting robbed in the parking lot. They do that now. Now they have to get their own police, Empire City, or their own special security over there. So, it's going to bring trouble that we don't really want, but we can't do nothing about it. So at least get some money. Make sure you negotiate a percentage. If they don't negotiate a percentage of their profits, they did us a disservice. It should be a percentage of their profits, okay? Of their gross profits, not net. Gross profits. Empire City Casino gave Yonkers, starting, I believe, in 2006, $19 million. That sounds like a lot of money, but it's not. Not when you're having to cover a city, expenses that a city has, especially its school district, right? It's not a lot of money at all. And every year we got this $19 million, not accounting for inflation, not accounting for increasing population, right? Increasing expenses here in the city of Yonkers, right? None of that. 19 million. Meanwhile, Empire City Casino, $4 billion profit increase since over the last year. $3 billion profit increase from the year before. And we're still at the $19 million. So when you get a percentage of their profits and that gross, right? We ain't waiting for taxes, man. We want to be the first debt collectors, debtors, right? That means that whatever they get, we get a percentage of that. So it increases along with it, right? They get 1 billion, we get 10% of that. They get 2 billion, we get 10% of that, right? What is that? 200 million, 100 million, 20 million. Am I right? My math could be wrong, right? So that's what we want. We want a percentage and we want to allocate, and it should, and we don't want the money going to the state. Okay. Whatever is Yonkers' share for being the host city, can MGM Grand please write a check, make it out to Freddy Vazquez, City of Yonkers. City of Yonkers, care of Freddy Vazquez. I'm just kidding. Right. And they need to mail that check directly to the city, not go upstate. So where Albany's going to hold on to it, then you're going to hear our elected officials talking about how, oh, Albany's not giving us our fair share. Oh, Albany's holding on to this money. It's Albany, right? No. Well, then get in there and kick some ass. I'm just saying, maybe we need politicians that are a bit aggressive, right? Maybe you should vote for Freddy Vazquez because I'm going up to Albany and I'm going to kick some ass. Where's my money? Listen, I've done this with killers. I went and gotten my money. You don't think I can get it from Albany? Where's our money? Right? So to avoid that, since you guys can't get it on your own, make sure to negotiate that the money goes directly to the city of Yonkers. Okay? And that it is a percentage. Anything less than that is a disservice to the residents here. Okay? You're not going to see lower taxes. That's bullshit if they don't get a percentage, right? We're not going to see more money for our kids because if we get a set number, it's not going to be enough. I guarantee you that. All right? So make sure we get that. That's my thing because that's important because that's a lot of money that we can get. That could be helpful in the coming years as they kick the can down the road, right? And put the problem for other people. So we need that percentage from MGM. So Kathy, give them the full license. We need that. All right. And now Lorraine Lopez, she was there. Lorraine, I don't understand this. How did you become? See, look, Lorraine Lopez called the mayor a racist on a radio show, right? She also blamed the mayor for why she is a convicted. I think is she a felon or she was convicted of a crime. Okay. She was convicted of stealing some stuff. She blamed the mayor. She said the mayor did this when he first came into office because I was an Amiconi person. And then he wanted to get rid of the Amiconi people, but he was going to start with the quote unquote Spics first. This is what she said. And then she said that he went and, colluded with other people to create this charge, to charge her with, but she was convicted. So now you over here as one of the main supporters at Tibbetts Brook Park over here with the mayor, and then you all up on the dude, like you D-riding. Like let the guy breathe, let him move. I got the video there. I got to show it. I didn't put it up. Right. So why is it that you're such a supporter, Latina, when 63% of the student body in the Yonkers public school has been for a long time Latino, Hispanic? Why haven't you been saying anything? So I don't see why. Carmen Goldberg, same thing. Listen, I'm not trying to pick on you folks. Listen, y'all pick on me and y'all know what y'all do. Okay, y'all do the behind the scenes thing, but it gets back to me. And I'm gonna just put that out there. I don't care. Fuck it. You know, you try to stifle my shit, right? But what do you guys do besides lead people astray? And that's not okay, man. Not okay. What do you get out of it? What is the reason for your support? And it's not against Mike Spano, it's not about him. It's just, look at what's going on with Latinos. Look what you've said before in the past, Lorraine. Right? And I know what you guys do with the election. I know a lot about you guys, things that I've never even said. And I'm sure you know a lot about me. Right? I don't give up, you know. Think about, do you think I care as much as you do? Probably not. Probably not. Because it ain't going to make or break me what you say. Right? But, you know, it's not cool. And I'm tired of all the nonsense. And I have to speak on it. Because I see you guys there. You guys try to stifle me. I know what y'all did. I know what y'all did. Okay? And I know what you guys do. All right? To get your little pieces of the pies. Right? To get your judges put on. Right? And I'm not trying to attack you or nothing like that. But y'all know what y'all do. So they're not innocent, people. They're not innocent. These people will do things behind the scene, get in people's ears, make phone calls. Honey, you know, again, I won't give you my support and all that. Well, Freddy Vazquez is coming up. Okay. I'm on the come up. And I'm getting a lot of people to support me. Okay. They're supporting basement politics. You guys are on the way out. Okay. You're on the way out. And I got time. Okay. And we're going to wait it out. It's only a matter of time. Stop leading our people astray. Stop leading our people astray. Because it's a lot of our kids I deal with Latino children, and this is for all races, I'm just saying, but these individuals, you know, do this whole Spanish Latino Heritage Month thing and all that, and you really don't do nothing for the Latinos, right? A little party he ain't doing nothing for us, okay? It ain't. We need jobs, right? I employ and I've gotten jobs for a lot of Latinos, blacks and whites, for that matter. Right? What do you guys do besides keep it in your little circle, right? For your little family and all that. And that you have done nothing. Now spoken out about the schools. Look at Nader Sayegh. I'm there all the time. Jose Alvarado was there leading this. I don't know what the hell this was at Tibbetts-Brook Park. I wish I would have got attacked by the Swans. That would have been funny. He's talking, barely ever seen this guy. He represents Nader Sayegh. Look at Nader Sayegh. It's a third world country out there. You got people sleeping under clear plastic bags. You got homeless encampments. You got people leaning into the street on drugs. You got migrants with nowhere to go, huddled up along Food Town. Some asleep, some awake, all drinking Modelos. And then they leave the damn boxes all over the place and the cans all over the place. And I'm tired of picking up Modelo cans and bottles and boxes. Like, at least throw that shit in the garbage, man. It's not fair to the other people. It's not fair to the kids. It's not fair to the families that live there, the decent folks. And where's Jose Alvarado? Not a damn place to be found. Unless, of course, he's going to suck up to the mayor over here at Tibbetts-Brook Park. You know, the guy's lucky. He shouldn't even be having a job with the city. He shouldn't even be an elected official. He's the majority leader up at the Westchester Board of Elections. But look at Nader Sayegh. Corazon, you too, man. You too. You guys talk about, oh, I got over $1 million for the Day Spring Community Center. Is that the dry snitching I'm talking about? Day Spring Community Center, yeah? Well, look at the rest of Yonkers. I'm not the type, I got mine, so I'm going to stay quiet, and I'm going to just go after other people who speak up because I got mine. That ain't me. I want to see everybody happy. I could leave this shit. I don't care. But I want to see everybody good. I want to see those kids out there good. Kids that walk by the Modelo boxes and the migrants, you know, drinking and drunk at 7 and 8 in the morning. Why isn't that cleaned up? Why do you still got a homeless encampment out there? Like, knock that shit down. Tell them to go somewhere. You just can't sleep on the streets like this. Right? We're not trying to say that. We get it. You don't have a place to go, but you got to find somewhere to go. Go find somewhere where they're helping. But you cannot just continue to be here day in and day out, drinking beers and being drunk and being high and having the plastic thing over your heads all day. It looks bad. It's bad. Knock that shit down, please, Yonkers. DPW, roll up in there and knock that shit down. Because it looks bad, man. How can anybody, you know, I feel bad for the people there. There's a lot of people that don't want to see that there. They just shut up and mind their business. Nobody want to say nothing. They don't want no problems. But it's not fair. So go clean that shit, man. Knock this shit down. Tell them motherfuckers, yo, go somewhere. Go somewhere. Go find somewhere to go. Go get some help, but get up out of here. You cannot sit here lined up, right? Just there all day, homeless and drunk. It's crazy. I don't understand that. We can't allow that. And that's Jose Alvarado's district. That is Corazon Pineda Isaac's district. 2 Latinos that ain't doing shit for Latinos. And this is what I'm saying. And this bothers me. It bothers me. Because, you know, other people look at us a certain way. They generalize us. All because of that. And you guys are over here doing nothing. As long as you got your 2 jobs, right, Jose? As long as you're making your 2 checks. Did you work that out? Is it not double dipping anymore, or are you still double dipping? Corazon, same thing. You got a county job, city job. County job, city job. You got people out here looking for a damn job. They ain't got one. People willing to work, but they're not going to get hired because they don't know so-and-so. It's not fair. Clean that shit up over there on Nodine Hill, please. Police, walk up and down. You guys have been out, I've seen you, but actually do something like, you know, like make people move. It's loitering, right? Is loitering legal? Is illegal? Is it okay to loiter all damn day long every day? Is it okay? Take the damn makeshift chairs, the cushions from the cars, from the, you know, couches that are broken down somewhere, the car seat from the car that was probably stolen and they left the seat out there. Take all that shit out. Take out the damn plastic that they tied to branches and they hang out underneath and sleep under there. That's not okay, man. It's not okay, Yonkers. And mind you, that's when you're first coming into Yonkers. So people coming into Yonkers are going to see this. Is that how we want Yonkers to look? Everyone coming into the downtown area can see this. Like, it needs to change, man. And it's not good for people who have businesses out there, for people trying to do things out there. It's not good. It just can't be that way. You know damn well they would never allow that over in Crestwood, over in Beach Hill. That would not fly. That would not fly over there. Colonial Park, or Colonial Heights, Lawrence, Park West, that would not fly over there. So please, start to clean that up, because just doing that alone will make a huge difference. Just removing all the makeshift, you know, tents and encampments and all that they got there, clearing the migrants that are just sitting there all day drinking Modelos, you know, clearing all that out will make a huge difference. Clear it out, get DPW to come in and pick up all the trash, because I've been doing it with my bare hands. Clear it all out, and then continue to make sure people don't go back. I mean, come on. Like, it's bad. Get the hookers up out of there. Please. I see them. I'm sure you guys do. Tell the woman that's on drugs that got no teeth, that's just walking around there, she doesn't know where to go. I see her all day. Outreach her ass. Get up out of here, man. Woman walking with no shoe. Please. You saw what happened in front of Wells Fargo. The woman, unfortunately, is sad, but she was high on crack, and homeboy in the wheelchair probably was too, and he had his music, and they were going off, and they were dancing in front of the Wells Fargo. Now, I go through that because I'm from the pits of hell, right? It don't bother me. But other people, they're not. That scares people. And that doesn't make our city look good. I'm just saying. Please, I'm saying this because I want that cleaned up. Like, I'm really going to put some pressure on that. It's bad. Yonkers is not a good look. We're looking horrible. It's bad over there, and that's still Yonkers. Migrants enroll 20,000 students, none required to show proof of vaccination. So why do your kids have to get vaccinated? So what's the point? It's crazy. It's crazy what's happening. I can't believe that I'm living through this. I tell my wife, I wish I was born 20 years, 30 years earlier. This world is going to hell in a handbasket. So we're going to become the sixth borough. Bottom line. We're becoming the sixth borough. 1898 party campaigning to include Yonkers as the sixth borough. I was thinking about this today. Then I see this article. I said, we're becoming the sixth borough. I said, eventually it's going to officially be the case. We're the sixth borough. Look at No Dine Hell. Do you want to be part of New York City? Is that why they're building all these taller buildings, creating a skyline here? Letting people double park, all these New York City folks bringing that New York City culture of double parking, running red lights, playing loud ass music from their vans. Dude, everyone doesn't have to hear your music. We don't care what you're listening to. Some of us just want to be in our thoughts at the light. In 1898, New York City changed its trajectory forever, bringing together 5 disparate boroughs into one unified metropolis. Over a century has passed since that momentous consolidation, and the time has come to usher in a new wave of transformation. It's introducing the 1898 Party, Whippy, a campaign to incorporate Yonkers as the sixth borough of New York City. I say hell to the no, but it's probably too late. The original consolidation in 1898 was a watershed moment in urban planning that streamlined governance and created a more substantial, more integrated city. The 1898 Party seeks to reignite that pioneering spirit. We don't want it. We stand at the precipice of a new frontier that reevaluates and expands the borders that define us as New Yorkers. Oh, yeah? What New Yorkers, New York City, the borders, they have no borders. They're expanding their borders all the way down to Latin America. Why Yonkers? Why now? In the face of the 21st century challenges, skyrocketing living costs, income disparity, and stretched public services, expanding our city to include Yonkers offers untapped past possibilities. Yeah, like more homeless people, higher rents, more crowds, double parking, triple parking. No, thank you. Smells, no thank you. Here lies a treasure trove of new land, resources and community willing to join us in crafting a future forward. Are you guys willing to join this? Because they say they are, that we're willing to join it. The goal is not mere annexation. It's about a symbiotic alliance that empowers both communities. Yonkers is already a miniaturized reflection of New York City's dynamism of diversity and challenges. Bringing Yonkers into the fold would forge economic, social, and cultural synergies. The 1898 Party will revolutionize Yonkers, empowering its residents and sparking a wind of change. With a unified purpose, Yonkers is taking bold steps to connect the communities of NYC and Yonkers through strategic infrastructure development. Did any of you guys know about this? Because I didn't. At the heart of our visionary proposal lies the expansion of subway lines 1, 3, 4, and 6 into Yonkers. Oh, shit. No, this transformative, I think this is what they were talking about in 1898, but they better not do this. This transformative initiative will alleviate the daily commutes of thousands and cultivate a rich tapestry of economic growth and cultural fusion. Brace yourself as 1898 builds a bridge between dreams and reality for the vibrant city of Yonkers. Folks, you can read this on the Yonkers Ledger. They're just trying to prime us. This is grooming us. They're grooming us. What are they doing? Like a pedophile. What Ruros does. They groom us. So we then just go with it. We're going to be the sixth borough of the city of New York. Is that what you want? Shit. I don't want it. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. If that's what it's going to become, I'm out of here. And actually, my wife and I have been talking about this a lot more lately. I mean, you know, I love Yonkers, but this place is getting crazy. The traffic is bananas in and out the city. Unbelievable. These damn mopeds. But thankfully, Yonkers police, they're cracking down. I spoke to the administration about this. I said, listen, these mopeds, man, like, you know, I'm going to kill somebody, I'm going to hit them, or they're going to damage my car, damage other people's car. They have no insurance, they have no plates. They're going to die. They're riding them with no helmets. Young kids with no helmets. It's just out of control. You have to nip it in the bud. So now they're cracking down. Hopefully that remains, right? That stays cracked down. They don't have plates. Is that okay? That's not okay. But if it is, if you don't need plates and insurance, then I'm getting me a scooter. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. But I'm glad that they're cracking down. I don't want to become the sixth borough, folks. You have to think about this coming election. And let me tell you, I got some info on I'm going to just put it out there because I No Hill needs to be cleaned up. I got some information on a potential elected, someone who may be the next so-and-so position. It's not good. If it came out before the elections, it wouldn't be good. So, you know, me and my team are deciding this. I got to talk to the legal department and all that. You know, I have to have a legal department now. And we're going to decide what we're going to do with that information. And it's just folks that want it out. Just put it out. It's not that simple, folks, all right? All right? It's different when you're just watching. It's much different, trust me. Much different, okay? They're not putting money on your head, right? Go ahead, get your refund, my effer. I ain't dead. Who said that? Former Yonkers police officer avoids prison sentence. Shout out to those who saw my part of my security measures today. A retired Yonkers police officer, Robert Chamicki, received a sentence of probation with 10 months of home confinement after pleading guilty to a scheme that defrauded a city transfer station out of $640,000. So wait, you mean to tell me that he concocted a scheme to steal $640,000? Now, had he gotten away with it, that's over $500,000. But he didn't, and all he got was probation. This might be worth it, guys. Let's all concoct schemes to steal money because it's worth it. I mean, if you get caught, you're only going to get probation. Don't worry about it. And you're going to get, you know, cashless bail. You'll be out in 10 minutes, right? Bail reform. So if you need money, think about stealing it because it doesn't seem like you get in much trouble these days. Chamicki, 62 of Briarcliff Manor, was involved in a 3-year scheme that saw his carting company underpay the A1 compacting. I used to have those guys, my guys, transfer station by $600,000 when dumping waste. The scam involved splitting the ill-gotten proceeds with a co-conspirator, Ian Manji. Manji worked as a scale attendant at the transfer station. I always knew those scales were funny money. I always knew those damn scales were funny money. I'm telling you, all the time I think about that. How do we really know? Be overcharging us. How do we really know, man? I don't know how much that shit weigh. I ain't picking it up, right? They always knew they funny money. And I'm sure that's happening at any one of the places you go and get weighed and have to pay. Guaranteed. Everybody's undertake. It's just the way life is nowadays. I've gotten used to it. Have you? Everybody's on the take. Everybody's on it. That's why I said go steal. Go. Why? Everybody's doing it. And if you get caught, you're only going to get probation. Come on. It's the criminal world these days. Let's do it, baby. I'm gonna steal something some way, somehow. Just kidding. Folks, really quick before I get it out of here, make sure you stop when you see the bus lights flashing. Come on, man. You know, there's kids. That's like with the ice cream truck. You know, be careful, man. I put a video up showing people just going through a bus stop, you know, and they didn't care. It's just like they did not care. Let me show this video. This is horrible. Shame on you if you see yourself in this video. Okay, shame on you. By the way, as Yonkers police there cracking down on mopeds on Central Avenue. Crack down on No Downhill, please. No Downhill too, please. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you. I greatly do. I do appreciate that. Folks, people are driving past the school buses with the red flashing light. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is your district. Corazon, Jose Alvarado, calling Corazon. Pineda, calling Jose Alvarado. This is your district. Freddy's cleaning up for you. And yes, the people are doing it. You're absolutely right. So let's be proactive. Let's get in there and say, yo, people, y'all can't be doing this. Something's got to give, but this can't keep happening. I mean, the Heinekens, the Modelos, the Smirnoff. You know, I mean, this is crazy. You know, it's the Modelos. Guys, come on. You get so drunk, you don't even know what you're doing afterward, right? And I never seen people that just like drink and work. That's crazy, man. So a job site, you should have seen all the Modelos in the freaking thing. I don't know where that video's at. Unbelievable. Oh, yeah, we saw this. See, this is the area. They're cleaning up. Good, good. I want to show this video really quick of the folks driving past. I don't know where that shit is at, man. I had it up. I don't know where it went. Oh, here we go. Boom. Jersey plate. Boom. Boom. Another. Lights flashing. Stop sign now. But folks, now you're going to get a $250 tickets. They got cameras on some of these school buses, which is good, but I can only imagine what else they're recording. In a move aimed at enhancing the safety of students in the Yonkers school district, the city has unveiled a new initiative to curb the illegal passing of school buses. The city partnered with Vera Mobility to deploy state-of-the-art camera technology on school buses with the goal of catching and deterring drivers who disregard stop-arm signals. So you can read the rest of it. That's on Yonkers Ledger. Shout out to the city for that. And again, folks, we making things happen. All right. We are making things happen. If we talk about it here on Basement Politics, better believe they get on it. Trust me. I get calls the next day. I get calls even the same day, and they make it happen. So I'm noticing that. I'm not taking credit. I'm saying it's us. Us. There's no I in team. Right? It's us. It's us, and there's no I in we, right? So we're doing this together. The more you support Basement Politics, the more you support Freddy Vazquez, the more powerful the page becomes, the more change we make. Roll with me. I'm rolling right through this, getting shit done. Let's get change happen. What else you want to see? Send me the email, politicwithfred@gmail.com, politicwithfred@gmail.com. Send me whatever it is we need to address. Let's get it addressed. Let's do this together. If it's in your neighborhood, your community, your street, something that's, wrong, that's a concern, safety, danger, not cleaned, hazardous. You got pedophiles that are lurking. Let me know. Email me at politicwithfred@gmail.com. We'll get it done together. We'll either have a nice conversation about it and get it done, or we'll put them on blast and then we'll get it done. Let's do it together. That's how we make change, united. And let's say no to becoming the sixth borough. No way. I don't want it. You, Missy, I got you. How bad do you want to become? I'm Freddy Vazquez. This is Basement Politics Unfiltered. Love it or hate it. Here's what it is.
Freddy wins.
At the end of At the end of the day, I'm making positive change. We're making positive change. Basement politics has made positive change. How can you hate on that? How can you dislike basement politics for that? Right? We've gotten potholes filled, fire hydrants fixed. We've gotten attention to the red lights. Thank you for the video, guys, who sent me that with the bus. No, I was a bus driver. Thank you to that bus driver. We've gotten that address. We've gotten things cleaned up in the no downhill section. Maybe you guys should vote for me, as a new, council person for District 2. Maybe I have to move over there, right? But we got Jose Diaz. He's running for Jose Alvarado's spot. Maybe we need him. Excuse me. Maybe we need him. I say vote for Jose Diaz. Jose Diaz, you'll see a big change out there. We need people that care. We can't just have, individuals that are just trying to make a buck, right? No more degenerates.